Another twist and turn in the MotoGP World Championship. We welcome you along to Motorland Aragon, returning after a year off. Yesterday saw Marc Marquez be king of the sprint for the first time. Can he claim his first ever win on a Ducati? Here today. But conditions are very, very tricky. And when I say tricky, I mean it. Brand new surface, rain overnight, and a slippery track. A lot of dust and oil and grit coming around. Moto3 and Moto2 was exciting, but it's all eyes as to what we could see. Hello everybody, welcome along to MotoGP and the Aragon Grand Prix coverage here by JBMotorsports. We're live on JBMotorsports 2 and on JBMotorsports Twitch as well, with the race premiering just after the Formula 1 on the main channel. Let's hear down from Michael Laverty.
It looks a lot cleaner underneath, so I guess you're much happier today.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, we tried to do some starts on the warm-up, trying to clean it up. But unfortunately, yesterday it rained so much. The conditions are difficult for us, very difficult. We started on Friday with a lot of potential, but the situation changed, and now we are trying to survive. So let's see on the race. We didn't expect a lot, but we're going to try to fight back.
Make the best of it. Good luck out there.
Yeah, good luck to all of them. Jorge Martin has actually come in. He's sitting on his bike behind us. He looks pretty relaxed, Neil, doesn't he? And we said, Gino, also said he's fighting Pecco Bagnaia. It's really not concentrating on Marc Marquez. If Marc does get the whole shot and go away, we know who he's got the eye on.
Absolutely. If Marc gets a whole shot and goes away, all he's going to try and do is get his hooks in, not to beat Marc Marquez, believe it or not, to get pulled away from his main championship rival. That's all that's on his mind. And you look at him, I mean, he's an intense individual anyway, but it's just nice being this close to him. You stand, you can feel the tension, you can feel the pressure. Look, there's still quite a few rounds to go, but this championship, it's back and forth and back and forth. It's advantage Jorge Martin right now. What will it be in about 45 minutes from now?
Right, it's just so close, and it keeps tipping all the time, doesn't it? Can Pedro Acosta be a fly in the ointment today?
100%, yeah. Pedro said in the first race, yes, he said, I followed them, and I thought, whatever they do, I'm going to do the same. That's his attitude, so yes, he will be.
Okay, well, he's going from the front row. Great qualifying from him in second place. But we'll take a little pause now as we listen to both of the national anthems and the regional anthem too.
Las versiones de Cortas, el himno de España y de Aragón.
Luz de Aragón, torre al viento, campana de soledad, pueblo del tamaño de hombres y mujeres, Aragón vivirás, tierra abierta, pueblo grande, Aragón.
There we go then. That is the scene here in Aragon. Your front row, Marc Marquez, Pedro Acosta, Francesco Bagnaia. Franco Morbidelli got great qualifying, and he's going from the second row where he shined.
I don't think it helped yesterday, crashing so early in the race. He now doesn't have that data on such a peculiar track, so I think it's on the back foot. Don't get me wrong, he's not a bad starter, so if he can get a good start, you just hope then, we call it getting sort of sucked away with them. You just get in a position, and before you know it, you've clicked off some laps and you found some rhythm.
Let's just mention Fabio Quartararo, who came from 17th yesterday to 8th. That was a fantastic battle from him, and he enjoyed battling with Pecco Bagnaia because of the situation, but good result for him, and he got a welcome return back to the garage.
It was a hero's welcome, because what we don't see is what Fabio's dealing with. We talk about it a lot, but we rarely get to see it on camera because we don't show battles for 10s, 12s. We saw it yesterday. We saw that he was faster in the braking zones, faster around the corners, and then he'd get on the straight and he'd get passed back, and there's not a lot you can do, and then he'd fight and work. past Pecco again, he'd get past back. So that's why when we saw him come into the garage, the team are going, hey, listen, we're embarrassed. There's nothing more we can do. Sorry, there's nothing more you can do. That you've left it all out there, and that's what you
want. There, didn't it?
Exactly. That's what you want from your rider, to leave it all out there.
It was quite interesting yesterday that the top 5 were all satellite riders, all independent riders. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's never happened before. I was sat thinking about it the years gone by, and then you're thinking of the obviously we've been doing this sport for a while, Susie, the dominance of the factory teams. There was never a chance of a satellite team even nicking one podium slot. So to have 5 non-factory riders, teams, riders and teams in the top 5, it's literally unheard of, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got there in the end. It's hot down here. Can feel the tension here.
Talk to me about the KTMs then. We've talked about Jack. What about Brad today? He said that he spun up so much he couldn't brake hard enough to drop the device at turn 1 and went round pretty much the whole lap spinning up.
Yeah, imagine he went round turn 1, 2, 3, 4 with a real ride height device down, so the bike was like a chopper. He's got really good late brake pace, and he will suit the medium tyre. That's what they've done the work on throughout throughout the weekend. So I definitely expect a binder day today.
And a quick one about Enea Bastianini talking about late race pace and tyres and everything else. It feels like this could be an Enea day, doesn't it? Even though he's got some work to do.
Yeah, from 14th on the grid. Enea's story will be all about this first lap. If he can get up to, say, inside the top 10, he's got a chance to fight for the podium, believe it or not. If he gets an average start, then it's going to be too difficult because it'll spread out quickly. It's quite one line, this track.
OK, thank you very much. Well, that's the scene here. Let's go to Michael and discover what he's found out about the tyres.
Well, Susie, tyre-wise, there's actually no options to choose from today. It is the medium front for everyone, medium rear likewise. Obviously, the soft rear was an option, but we heard from Jacopo Guidotti, more or less ruled out yesterday morning by Michelin. So they're worried a little bit about graining more than axle consumption. So the right side, it was that was not getting the temperature for the hard front. So yeah, they expect, because you're running the medium rear, you won't push the front as hard. So generally, it will be a little bit of a controlled race. You're doing 23 laps, managing consumption and worried about that grain. And we've seen it work quite good in Moto2. So they'll know they can push right from the outset, but they do need to be a little bit aware.
Thank you very much, Michael. Well, you are looking at your championship leader then. This is Jorge Martin, leading by 3 points over his arch-rival, Pecco Bagnaia, as the championship swings between the two of them. This is round 12, and there's still a long way to go, but my goodness me, what a show they are putting on, the pair of them. And second place for Jorge in the sprint yesterday, and he'll be looking for the same or better, of course, today, as it stays close. And we've got so many races coming up over a short period of time, 8 actually across 10 weeks. So there's your championship leader, because there's kind of 2 stories really today. You've got your championship, and we'll just try and go through the front row. In fact, do you want to come this way? Is it easier? Let's wander around here. So Pedro Acosta is on the front row. Terrific qualifying from the young Spaniard yesterday. Going from the front row, will have learnt a lot from that. But really, here is the man that's fighting for the championship then, Pecco Bagnaia, on the #1 plate. And it's flip-flopping between the two of them. It's a magnificent 7 victories. He's looking for his 8th here today. Get that championship on track and stay right up there. But what about this story? This isn't just a story about MotoGP. This is a sporting story. Marc Marquez. And people say, why do you talk about Marc Marquez so much? The 8-time world champion. Because a few years ago, that injury was career-threatening. But he didn't let it threaten his career. He had 4 operations. The final one twisted the arm, it rotated it by 30 degrees. Because of his sheer grit, his perseverance and determination, it really is the most incredible story. Took the sprint yesterday. Will he be able to convert from pole position today and take that victory that he so dearly wants? It will be the first one in 143 days. That is why we talk about that man, Marc Marquez. Gavin Emmett, it's all yours.
Here we go then, folks. Revs are rising. We're ready for the start. Emilia-Romagna 2021 was the last time that Marc Marquez stood on a podium in P1. Yesterday he took his first ever sprint race win. Can he take a victory today? Well, he's no stranger. He's won 59 MotoGP races, 85 across his career. Will number 60 come today? He lines up on pole position. Alongside him is Pietro Costa and Pecco Bagnaia. Then it's Jorge Martin, Alex Marquez and Franco Morbidelli. Brad Binder, Miguel Oliveira and Raul Fernandez. Johan Zarco, Aleix Espargaro and Maverick Vinales. Marco Bezzecchi and Eo Bastianini and Jack Miller. Fabio Di Gianantonio, Fabio Quartararo, Takiki Nakagami, Augusto Fernandez, Luca Marini, Alex Rins and Juan Mir. Megan Birch alongside me. Well, they cleaned the grid and then it rained overnight, so all the dirt and all the muck is still there. Moto 3 and Moto 2's race starts. Everyone who was on the left-hand side of the grid did not get the best getaway. Everyone on the right did. We're in for a completely unknown race.
This should be very intriguing.
Yeah, what do you think we're going to see?
Crash.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking the same thing, to be fair, as well. A number of crashes. Who's going to win, though? Is Mark going to continue his form?
Hopefully Mark will.
Yeah. Didn't go out in the walk this morning. He did one lap, but it was too wet. Decided, I've got nothing to risk. I know how I'm going to be. Biggest risk, though, Martin and Bagnaia. 3 points in the championship. Martin now 279 to Bagnaia 276. Marquez, 75 points back. That's 3 race wins. The same gap that David Alonso has in the Moto 3 championship to Colin Vire. But can Mark bring himself back into the fold here?
Maybe.
Fingers crossed. Full of one word today, aren't you?
Yeah.
I need you to hopefully speak more because
I've been up 7 hours. I have been up 7 hours.
And this is hurting.
I am aware.
So that's my life. Just start talking. Who do you think? Right, complete me the podium. Give me your top 3.
Mark, Martin, Bastianini.
Okay, just run us down what tyres everyone's on.
Oh, actually, no, I change Martin to Acosta. Hopefully. Right, so every single person on the grid is on front medium tyres and rear medium tyres. So no one has gone anywhere except the mediums. Chauncey is quite a good pick, I think, for today. Coming up to the grid positions now.
Here we go. Revs are rising, tensions are rising. They don't want to make a mistake. They can't afford to make a mistake. They know what is on the line here. Tension and World Championship points ahead of us. Marc Marquez is going for number 60. Will he get it today? That's going to be the question. The red flag is lifted. It will be eyes to the lights. The MotoGP Aragon Grand Prix is go in Aragon! And again, Pecco Bagnaia does not get the best start, and he hemorrhages down the field as we come in towards turn 1. Brad Binder's coming out of nowhere, 5 wide to the first corner. Marc Marquez leads, and Pietro Costa, Alex Marquez up to 3rd. Everyone on the right side of the grid got the perfect launch, but the second time in a row, it is not good enough for Bagnaia. He's down to 7th place. Martin up to 4th.
Oh my goodness.
Rins down to 19th place as they come into turn 6.
Alex Marquez in 3rd.
I know, where did that come from as well? Absolutely nowhere. Nobody expected that lunge up the field as they come through. Marquez leads, and that is up to 3rd place now for Jorge Martin. He slipped on the inside of Alex Marquez coming into turn 8, into 9 and 10, the downhill corkscrew section, the reverse corkscrew. Anyone going to make a lunge or go wide? Well, I thought Zarco was going to have a go at Bastianini.
Further down the back of the field, Bastianini passes Zarco finally, and Mir gets the... he passes Rins. I was going to say the overtake.
Well, it works.
The cut.
Yeah, it works through. Watch the damp patches of the circuit. Yes, there are still damp patches of the circuit, despite it being track temperature at 45 degrees. The parts of the surface that have been relayed still holding more moisture. Luca Marini has started this race in the pit lane, so he's joined back further as they come through. Hello, Paul. His farmers on JB2. Marc Marquez leads the way by 3/10 to Pedro Acosta. Jorge Martin is reeling them all in, and Oliveira's dropped back a couple of... Oliveira's crashed down. Miguel Oliveira, and that's going to be a biggie.
Rider,
yeah,
okay.
there we go.
Woohoo.
Oliveira goes for a big lunge down at turn 16. The bike will be more badly beaten up than
Quite
he is.
graceful, actually.
Yeah, he was fine. It's a worse crash with the bike. So that's lap 1 complete. Marquez leads from Acosta, Martin. Oliveira already down, so he's up and walking away. And that's not great. And yeah, even he knows what's happened there.
He's been doing so great this weekend too.
He really has. He shone yesterday and he just dropped on entry into turn 16. As there goes Acosta holding on against Martin. Martin, in drier conditions today, is going to fight Marc Marquez as well. He's got the sprint race data. He's got the setup right. Marc just needs to lock in and not override the bike in the early stages of this Grand Prix.
He does need that, though. I also think that Alex Marquez needs to get a real big move on right now, since I think he really needs to protect his brother right now.
Martin's going to go on the inside line. Oh, and clips the leg of Pietro Acosta. They both run wide of the corkscrew, and they're going to hold up Alex Marquez. And that's going to be thank you very much to Marc Marquez. Acosta goes back through. Alex Marquez is going to try and look through on the inside of Jorge Martin. But what was Martin thinking there? He was too late on the brakes and clipped the foot peg of Pedro Acosta.
He did. That was quite worrying, actually, though it did grant a quite good gap between them.
1 second. 1 second the gap as it came through there as well for Marc.
Bastianini has gone into 10th position. He is actually making quite good time with it right now.
Yeah, he's getting... And now Marc's already increasing that. It's now 1.8 seconds by the time we hit the back stretch as well. So Marc's going for it. On board again with Jorge Martin as he comes down. And he's going to go to the inside this time. And he's going to go late on the brakes. Watch the dirty part of the track that they're having to brake and turn in on as well. It is literally like braking on sand. If you've ever gone on a bicycle and hit the sand, you know how loose it gets. It's exactly the same. And million times worse on a motorcycle. Lap 3, and Marquez leads by 2 seconds. Hello, everybody. It's 2019 again.
Right. So.
5 minutes in.
The Hondas so far, they're not doing too badly, which I feel a chill saying that, to be honest. Here's a replay of the incident between Martin and Acosta. It looked like Acosta almost dropped his bike there. See on board, here's Acosta, hits a piece of the down patch and all the dirt after Martin made that move, which I do not agree with. Do you know, sometimes when I'm speaking in a commentary, I don't think my brain fully processes what I'm actually speaking. It just like...
It rolls off the tongue quite quickly.
Yeah, and I'm just like, how am I saying these words?
Martin, on that last lap, was 1.6 seconds down. Hello? Sorry, we know that where is Franco Morbidelli come from? He's right behind Alex Marquez now. This is Franco Morbidelli.
Weren't you in 9th?
And he's on the 23 bike as well, the same as Alex Marquez and Marc Marquez. So only one Prima Pramac has the modern bike, remember. So this is an extraordinary performance and a half from Franco as we come down towards turn 16 once again.
What bike does Bastianini have?
Bastianini is on the 2024 bike because he's on the factory team.
Well, he seems to be the only one actually increasing.
What's happened to Acosta? Acosta's lost out. He's gone wide. Alex Marquez going to get the slipstream on the run up the hill towards 10.17. Look at that, 2.1.
Down
Mark's
again.
been told. And yeah, Acosta's going to go through. And Morbidelli's going to try and capitalise on that as well down to turn 1. He's going to get mugged here as that Red Bull Gas KTM. And Morbidelli's going to go wide. Acosta goes back through on the inside line. Nicely done from Pedro Acosta. He's going to have backup though from his teammate Brad Binder on the factory KTM bike, who's just behind Pecco Bagnaya's fought back up to 6. Good job actually from Bagnaia, fighting back up. But Martin with the fastest lap now. The gap now 1.9 seconds. It's still not close enough at the front. Remember to take a break. Yes, I will breathe.
13 points the gap between Martin and Bagnaia in the championship right now.
Yeah, this has not been the weekend for Pecco Bagnaia, has it, as well?
Just shy of 300.
Well, he did crash yesterday in the sprint, didn't he? But it was the poor start from the same place.
Yeah, he really is not having a great time of it with those starts.
No, again and again there's a problem, and again and again...
He seems to be drifting a lot whenever he starts.
The whole shot device doesn't like the dirt. It can't run, and that's going to worry me when we get to circuits that have also just been redone. San
not gonna
Marino
have
for
the
one.
time of it.
Watch him. Ready? Lights. Oh. Front wheel spin.
No grip, and he's got his foot on the ground.
Yeah, the whole shot device did not work, did it? It's carbon copy of what happened in the sprint race.
Yeah.
Pulls the throttle. Oh, I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to go to the right again. He cannot just have a perfect launch, and he's lost positions again. Watch him again, look. Ready? Compare that to every other Ducati on the grid. He's the only one who has a bad start. Alex Marquez gets a little twitch, but that's only because Bagnaia came across the front of him.
Yeah.
But Bagnaia was the only Ducati in the first phase of the start with the whole shot device.
He's the only one having problems. Rince has just dropped a little bit. Also, where has Jack Miller come from?
Miller has again closed up. He's now behind Marco Bezzecchi in 9th position after a poor qualifying from those two. It's going well now in the main Grand Prix. Oh, a little bit of a... Oh. Yeah, okay. Glitching of audio and picture there coming from Dorna. As they come through, we get our pictures with TNT Sports, in case you didn't know. That's why Gavin and Neil Hodson are alongside in the commentary. Good exit again from Mark. 2.2 seconds. I don't mind Mark being at the front, because I just wanted to get his 60th win. I want that fairy tale for him to get him a boost of confidence.
Oh, this would be 62. Oh.
Won the first ever sprint race yesterday, and you saw how electric he was. He was completely beside himself.
We just need him to just continue, do well, and be uninterrupted by every other rider on the grid.
Chances of that happening?
Honestly, at this point, it's high.
It is. Oh, hang on. That's going to be a move. That's Bagnaia defending against Brad Binder. Yeah, so that's no overall moves going on. Just to let you know, over on JB Motorsports, the pre-show will begin for Formula 1. Omi's taking you through. Those watching on Twitch this race live, as soon as we're done here, we will join that broadcast for Formula 1. So you will still have coverage of that session. So yeah, all is well. 19 laps to go then. How are you all feeling today, says Chairman? I'd say I'm 90% back to normal.
Tired.
Megan's knackered. I've got a bit of Bonjela on my ulcer. The last of the Bonjela.
We need more people.
Yeah. We'll have to get the whiskey out and dip it in and cover it over as well.
That does help.
How are you doing, Chairman? You doing good? Everyone doing good watching along? Pleasure to have you here as well.
I've already done so much.
I know you have. You've only got one more race, and it's Monza, so you're fine. Monza is going to be quicker than this.
Good. I can get some more stuff I need to do today.
Everyone said that they love MotoGP. Who doesn't love MotoGP?
I don't know.
We love it so much that we've actually made 2 different... Oh, hello, Quattarara's gone.
Oh,
no!
yeah, he's down.
Quattararo has crashed out of the race. Now, didn't he go down in a sprint race yesterday?
No.
No, it was qualifying went down, yeah.
Yeah, well.
So, Fabio Quattararo is out of the Aragon Grand Prix. It's in the first sector. He's up and walking away, which is great. He's got a lot of dirt on him, though, and he's gone for a little bit of a ride. Oh, he
no,
has.
airbag too.
Oh, look at the... So that's turn 5.
Oh, graceful.
Yeah, it's turn 5, so it's just on acceleration as he's gone to pick the bike up. The front's dipped, and it's rolled, so that Yamaha's broken.
They're all having such graceful landings today.
We're only 7 days away from the next race, which is going to be on the main JB Motorsports channel next week, by the way, in San Marino. We'll do our usual practice on here on JB2 and everything like that, and switch arounds. But yeah, it's the just don't destroy the bike in the middle of a back-to-back.
They're gonna.
You just got to follow the rules. Marquez, by the way, is 2.6 seconds ahead. Here comes Enea Bastianini. He's going to get ahead of Jack Miller. We're not seeing the usual MotoGP race here because of the track surface. Everyone's on medium front, medium rear. Yeah, go on.
It's messing with them.
Yeah, it is. And also, they can't rely on the grip from the other series because Moto2 and Moto3 run Pirelli, MotoGP run Michelin. So it's a different rubber. You get some grip, but it's like rubbing pastel over chalk.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest that.
Yeah, it just slips. So you put the pastel down, then you try and put the chalk down. It's different. It doesn't stick right. Or try and, you put a pastel down and then you try and put a pen over it. And you just get it all up on your tyre. That's what happens. Oh, and
that is hell.
yep, through goes Bagnaia. Sorry, try again. Bastianini. He slipped it through. Dinci's come back though. That was a poor attempt from Bastianini. He threw it up the inside. Binder and Bezzecchi go round the other side. Perfect. Done. Now he's lost 2 places when trying to get 1. And now he's behind another bike that's on the 23 Ducati, not the 24. There is the battle for 5th. Morbidelli versus Bagnaia. And Bagnaia, do you see that twitch in the rear again? Coming out of turn 6. He is not, out of turn 9. He is not comfortable with this bike at all.
No, he is not. Let's see how long is left of this
Well,
one.
coming up on 16 to go.
Right, so oh,
Miller and Bastianini are trading places over 10th and
they must be
11th.
really tight together.
That's Miller passing Bastianini. So Bastianini's lost 3 places on this lap alone.
That is not good.
He's up again to 10th. He's moved ahead. SHT says Nakagami in 12th at the moment, and it's good points. And the man is just announces where he's leaving the main team to go into a test rider role for LCR. Somkat Chantra moving up to the main series as well. About around about the same time. It always goes to about 45 here. And then we'll move over to Formula 1 ASAP and take over just before the World Feed starts.
Right.
He's hosting. Go on.
Antonio's made his way back up quite a lot.
He has, hasn't he? I just realised we're not going to get a break.
Nope.
So effectively,
Enjoy a break.
after Monza.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm done for the day after that.
I am not. I have IndyCar and then straight to NASCAR.
I make clean work.
So, hang on, 9:30, 7:30, 8. I get like a half an hour gap before we're right into NASCAR. And it's a crucial race, actually. Do join us on Twitch and JBMotorsports, the main channel, because in tonight's NASCAR, it's the regular season finale. So we crown our regular season champion. And then the playoffs start, where we have round of 16, round of 8, and the Championship 4 race at Phoenix.
Sounds a bit like American football.
It is. It's that style. So we're just now going into the final few phases of the season.
Wait, is American football starting yet? It's September, it should be.
Tomorrow. Today.
I love American football. Who's
Zarco,
down?
2 places. Yeah. No, he's not gone down, I don't think. He's just lost 2 places to Rins and Mia.
Who's the first team to play?
Back-to-back races, Bagnaia with bad starts, both for the same reasons as SHT. Yeah, just no grip at the front. Marquez leading by 2.5 seconds at the moment out front. And you can see the difference there. About 6 kilometres an hour difference on the straight between Bagnaia on the 24 Ducati and Binder on the 24 KTM. That's a difference of how much that Ducati has frontline speed compared to the KTM. It's like pulling an arrow back and just releasing the tension. And you can see Morbidelli being forced up there as well. He's holding up Bagnaia now over 5th position. Bagnaia's going to want to slip back through. And because Morbidelli's holding up Bagnaia, that's allowing Binder to stay in the 3rd of the tow line. And Binder's going to go for it. Backs out.
Friday.
Oh. And Morbidelli's gone wide. Morbidelli's nearly lost it. He's gone
almost.
too deep at turn 7, and that's allowed Bagnaia,
Did you see his leg
Binder,
move?
and Bezzecchi through. Yeah.
His leg almost came off of the bike just then.
So I presume either Davide Tardozzi or Gigi Delignio pressed the magic red button to get him out of the way. Sabotage of the other bikes.
It's like, move.
Yeah, out you go. Factory bike coming through. Thank you very much. Martin is closing, but Marc Marquez is Marc Marquez. If I was Martin, I'd stay for second. Don't go for a race win. Stay for second. You'll have 12 points. That's a sprint race win.
Just be happy where you are.
Yeah. And San Marino is both of... it's Martin's best track. Marquez will gain only 5 points in this championship battle, by the way. So he'll be down to 70 behind. Mark's not going for the championship. This is a statement as Rins and Fernandez battling out together as well. I always get alarmed when the track noise goes from we can hear the bike to ambient noise in the background.
It's disconcerting. Fernandez has dropped it.
Yeah, he's out. He's got
Raul, that is.
Yeah, Raul Fernandez has crashed. Marc Marquez is a 148.186. Raul has got to have crashed if he's...
Oh, no.
He's just dropped down 5 places. Has he just run wide somewhere?
He must have. He dropped enough that I thought he genuinely crashed. Also, 49ers, 10th.
Okay, we're watching Marc Marquez's race pace. He's averaging the 148s. He's actually getting faster lap upon lap. Tyres should be making it slower. Mark's just getting faster. 14 laps to go in this race.
The rules of racing don't apply to him.
No, not when he's in the groove. This is an old Marc Marquez style, isn't it?
Day after my money comes in.
Hey, get jerseys. Down in the braking zone. Oh,
More like food.
yeah, we'll do a watch party. Is that what day is that? 10th is a Friday. It's Tuesday. Perfect. What if it's on Sky? Sure, we'll find it somewhere.
Yes.
Game Pass, maybe.
We love the 49ers. Oh, and then again on the Sunday.
Yeah. Marc Marquez is not stopping. First sector, he is 4 tenths faster than Martin. Second sector, 2 tenths faster. What's the third sector gap between them?
3.
Actually, Martin was faster.
Huh.
By 6 thousandths of a second. No, 8 thousandths of a second. 8 thousandths.
That's quite a close margin.
You may as well just stop at this point, mightn't you? Mapping
Yeah.
2 for Acosta. When Marquez is this drawn in, he's now 3.2 seconds ahead. Effectively, all we're going to have for the remainder of this race is snap, crackle and pop.
I had rice krispies this morning.
I thought you might have.
Though I have just realised I have not done my F1 notes yet.
I've just realised why my OBS was overloading. I left the MacBook open up, the MacBook camera open behind the main camera. Because for Moto 3 and Moto 2 I had that camera on. And it's not on today, that's why we're having a bit of a thing.
Is that why mine's overloading?
No, you don't have that setting.
No, but could be the camera.
Yeah, actually, I didn't think of that. I think what needs to happen with yours is a powered USB hub to stop power being taken from the laptop. Like I've got the powered one behind here.
Vinales has entered the pits.
Oh,
and
no!
I need one, yeah.
What's that?
I need one, yeah.
Yeah. So, Maverick Vinales is out of the Aragon Grand Prix.
Such a shame.
Bad second half of the season for Aprilia. Just really bad. It's getting worse and worse and worse.
They had the glimpse of goodness, but that was not to be.
To be or not to be?
That is the question.
Acosta's holding off now. Bagnaia, it's not going to be enough. Bagnaia's going to launch up the inside at 10-11. Acosta is super late on the brakes. Bagnaia could not find a way through. It looks so close, and Binder's in there too. The battle for 4th position.
Well, Marini's just like way behind the field.
Yeah, Marini's just like, okay, we'll see. We'll just, he's towing round. Was he 53 seconds back to
like-
Marc Marquez?
When Mark wins. So who wins? I can't hear all the way across.
I'll stand corrected in a second as Bagnaia goes to the inside line, trying to get ahead of Pedro Acosta. Acosta's going to go in too deep. It's going to run in wide. Bagnaia's going to have the inside line with much better speed, and through he goes up into 4th position. But Acosta will now get the toe down the start, finish straight, and try an inside manoeuvre. The gap in the championship now just 10 points between them, and Bagnaia's got it stuck up into 4th position.
Woohoo!
Montabene. What do you think then, Megs?
I think that we're going to have someone else crash out. It won't be anyone from like the top 8, I don't think.
What's really alarming? We're not covering it. Oh, it's my phone. Nice. Omi's doing the pre-show then.
Woohoo!
We'll join just after we finished it on the main JBMotorsports channel. As I'll turn it again, 12 to go. We're halfway there, everybody.
Woohoo! Does it feel like it?
No, it's flying by, isn't it? That's the distance of a sprint race. What was I saying about... I'll stand corrected. Here we go. The gap between Marini and Raul Fernandez is 53 seconds. The gap between Marini and Marc Marquez is 1 minute 30. Yeah. And he started from the pit lane.
Oh my god.
It's 1 minute 30 seconds to... 1 minute 31 now to Marc Marquez. You can
He
see it on
should
your map,
not
actually.
be that far behind.
No, he should not. He's actually started from Valencia, not Andalusia. Still, this is the third or fourth Spanish Grand Prix this year. Everybody moaning, oh, why does Spain have 4 Grand Prix? I agree with you.
Just accept it.
Let's get rid of Valencia. Let's get rid of Jerez. Let's have Barcelona as the Catalan Grand Prix and Aragon as the Spanish Grand Prix.
I agree.
Yeah, Jerez isn't suited for MotoGP. Valencia is always too cold.
I genuinely think they have so many Spanish Grand Prix just because they have a lot of Spanish riders.
And Dorna.
Yeah.
But with Liberty Media coming in, that means there'll be more American races. Yay!
Woo-hoo! Do we have any American
No,
races in?
just one in Kota.
One singular one.
Yeah, we used to have 3. For a couple of years, we had 3. We had the United States Grand Prix at Laguna Seca. We had the Americas Grand Prix at Circuit the Americas. And then we had the Indianapolis Grand Prix at Indianapolis. But we went the other way around on the road course.
Do you know, I'd want one in America where it's just chaos. You know what I'm thinking, don't you?
Where are you thinking we'll go? Road America?
No.
Or
It's not exactly suited to
Nashville
MotoGP.
track race? Megan, you see we've got 22 riders in this race? Yeah, all dead if we go to Nashville street race.
They could just be really slow.
There's a reason that we don't street race in MotoGP.
I love Nashville.
I'd just like to point out we do technically have a street race in MotoGP. That, of course, is not Thailand. What's the other one? We went there and it rained and we had a woman dancing in the pit lane.
Argentina?
No, do you remember the woman dancing in the pit lane? And we were
Yes.
delayed for hours. What race was that?
I'm pretty sure it's Argentina.
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
There we go. Yeah.
Either, they're next to each other, so it's hard to think.
Yeah.
In the calendar, not. I don't actually think they're next to.
They have
no,
moved.
they're not.
They've moved each other now because we haven't yet gone to Indonesia yet this year. I think it's Indonesia and Thailand back to back.
They weren't.
So, right, this is the first of 7 races in 9 weeks for MotoGP, including quite a lot of night races. Yeah, Megan's now just realised that as well. So, okay, the next 2 are European before we hit the night races. Megan then remembering also that the night race in Japan is going to have to be her in the box for quite a long time, followed then by a longer day in the commentary box when I'm at Brands Hatch with Jez and Josh. 10 to go. So the field now just split.
Do you hate me or something?
Yes, I do. Marc Marquez is in a category of his own again. Who
Well,
said they
certainly
lost
a
it?
different sector.
Who said he lost it? Honestly, who? This
Probably
is-
Alex at dinner one night.
Yeah. Probably mocked him. Can you please pass me? Oh no, you can't move your arm, can you? Sorry.
It's like, oh, would you look at this? It says first on it. You can't remember what that's like, can you, Mark?
Just shut the balcony door, would you, Mark? Oh no, is that your recovery put out for another 8 weeks? Sorry. Mark. How did he do that?
Shame.
That was when in 2021 when he did his shoulder. He was out for 8 weeks more because he shut the balcony door and he pulled his stitches. He just closed the balcony door, but because closing the balcony door you go like that, it pulled all the stitches out from here on his bicep, and he just went. So he closed the door like that. And
I
it
can
ripped
imagine
them.
the regret in his face.
And then he won in 2021 when he came back. Second race back, he won in Emilia Romagna and hasn't won since. I'd just like to point out.
The balcony really traumatized him.
141 races ago.
Wow.
Yeah, proves how many we've done. That's starting to taste like amaretto.
Wishful thinking.
Probably is wishful thinking, to be fair. Either that or someone's changed my bottle.
Just like casually, just like.
I could do with an amaretto, actually. We've got decanters full of it. And Di Serrano. Same thing. Richer taste. Apparently white Di Serrano is quite good. I've yet to try.
We should one.
If it whitens your teeth, I'll have it.
What if it did?
I have no idea. 9 to go, and this Aragon Grand Prix is about as exciting as having my toothache.
Ah, I know the pain. Not currently. Thanks.
Give us a minute, we're running to bang right on the table to work ourselves out. What's going on? This is the problem. Because of the tyres being chewed up here on this new surface, which is incredibly hot, incredibly dirty, so it's ripping the tyres to shreds because it's brand new. It's got no groove in it yet. And everyone's having to save the tyres, which means we're getting massive gaps. And it's not being helped that Marc Marquez is just back to being an alien.
4-second gap.
And it's rising. You can see it ticking up and up and up. 4.368, 4.393. It's just ticking up and up and up.
You better have a lot of crashes in the F1 race.
I'm expecting...
I saw someone move.
There's an overtake? Oh, that's new.
Yes. Somewhere, someone moved. I don't know who. It was Rins.
Being passed by Nakagami.
It must have been.
Yeah, so Nakagami's up to 13th place again. Still, let's have a replay of Alex Marquez. This is what I'm talking about, look at the tyre.
You can actually see the rubber going off of it.
Yeah, it's just getting, and we've still got 8 laps to go. It's just being shredded off.
The size is definitely
Yeah. It's not good, is it? I mean, out of 10, it's quite, I don't want to say alarming, but it is alarming about how much it's going to change between the two and sort of differentiate as well and try and have the fight back. Our internet's going a bit dodgy. Oh, there we go, it's back now.
It's been doing it all day.
Yeah, I know. I'm worried about this next session that we have to go to shortly. So, 8 to go. How long is that going to take us to? What time is it now? 31. Oh, actually, yeah.
Probably about 14 more minutes.
Yeah.
But again, at the rate this race is going, could be done early.
Matthew Owens is... I just need to apply to Matthew Owens. If that means that he's actually put us on now, over to you.
Right. So, 8 laps to go. 7 laps to go now as Marc Marquez passes the start-finish straight. And at 4.308 is the gap between him and Martin currently. Alex Marquez is currently in 3rd. So both Marquezes currently looking to stand on the podium, which I think would be quite nice symmetry for Mark's first win in a while, and it would be nice to have his brother there with him on that podium.
Yeah. I know we're on about that one. They've just got to hold it together nicely, haven't they, for the next couple of laps? I don't know what's happening in this MotoGP season. That some races are corkers, some races are boring as hell, and this one is verging on, well, yeah.
This is the way.
Oh, I don't know. I'm hoping we have some good ones. I bet Japan is always a cracker. So I'm going to wake people up in my hotel room for that. You better be ready to do some of the shouty bits. Because
I'm not mentally prepared for that yet, thank you very much.
You better be prepared to do some of the shouty bits. Because I will be in a hotel room full of people. Well, not the hotel room itself, but, you know, the hotel. I'm going to ask them either, what do you think's better? Top floor in the extreme corner or bottom floor in the extreme corner, so I'm on the ground floor? What's better, do you reckon?
Easy getaway from the down floor.
Yeah, but top floor, I'm not unlikely to disturb anybody. And what a view for the camera. In the middle of the night.
Don't mind that, it's just a pile of birds. Oh, wait, no, it's Superman.
I'll actually have a commentary box for 2 races as well. I'll be travelling for a Grand Prix in a different commentary box. You'll be here controlling it, and I'll be over there doing nothing but talking. I'm actually quite looking forward to that. No, because I'll be travelling. I'll have a commentary box as well.
I'm looking forward to it.
I think Jess is bringing that to, so is JT, so we'll have all our stuff set up for a good stream. And we'll just use the phone stuff for data.
When this race finishes, I need to go inside and grab a book.
Alright. But your F1 book, yeah. 6 laps to go. Want a quick off to get to F1. He's covering the pre-show. Bagnaia is closing in for the 3rd place on Alex Marquez in the only action that's happening in this race. Bagnaia could take 3rd place, says Craig Bennett. You're absolutely right.
But only one person's
Your
improving.
comment was well timed there, Craig. He's the only person improving.
Alex Marquez.
Bagnaia last lap time. Faster, faster, faster. The Spanish fans are willing him on. They're on for a Spanish 1-2-3 here as well. But it is a Ducati top 4, but it's 23, 24, 23, 24 bike in that order.
KTM's really want to have a go.
Yeah. And they're the 2 factory bikes as well, as they come into pressure. Alex has gone wide, and that's going to allow Bagnaia to swing round the outside. And Bagnaia's going to go wheel to wheel, and they're both off! They're both off! And out of the race! And that's a huge accident for Pecco Bagnaia and Alex Marquez. Down at turn 9 and 10.
Oh,
they're both
okay.
up. They're both up and okay. But Jorge Martin will take a 17-point lead in the World Championship. And Pecco Bagnaia arguably takes Alex Marquez out. And he got rolled on by the bike. And I really hope that Bagnaia's okay, because that bike rolled on his neck. I thought he'd snapped his neck looking at that.
They both kind of got rolled on.
That's Bagnaia's fault. Alex went wide, and then Bagnaia just took the normal racing line. Where was Alex meant to go? It's this bit here, look. The rear tyre whiplashes back. Oh, that's a horrible one.
He's going to have a neck injury from that.
Yeah, they're
fine.
checking on him. He's up and walking fine. Alex's bike's on fire. Alex Marquez's bike's on fire. Are they going to stop the race?
He really wanted to be on that podium with his brother.
That puts Pedro Acosta to 3rd, but it gives Jorge Martin a 23-point lead in the championship. I told you, Megan, one wrong mistake and a race win gap appears, and that's what's happened.
Oh my goodness.
It's yin and yang again.
Our only hope is Martin crashes.
Are they going to have to stop the race, though, if Bagnaia is up and walking away?
Airbags did not deploy, though.
It did for him. Look, you can see it's puffed up around the suit. Let's take another look at it. So, Alex loses the rear of the bike, coming downhill to turn 12. He's regaining his normal race line. Bagnaia goes on the outside and just drives into Alex.
Yeah.
And it's this bit I don't like, because watch the rear tyre of Alex Marquez. It rolls over the head of Pecco Bagnaia, and Bagnaia gets sort of zipped round into doing an oval. Watch this, ready?
Thankfully, it hit his shoulder, I think.
Yeah. That is a very scary crash for Alex and for Pecco there. First of all, I'm just glad they're okay, because that could have killed either one of them the way that bike rolled over. Second of all, they are not stopping the race. Third of all, that is definitely going to be a penalty for Bagnaia post-race. I can't see why they would blame Alex for that.
For knowing people, they'll probably end up blaming Alex.
Yeah. Morbidelli passes Bezzecchi. Yellow flag, sectors 3 and 4. Is that because Bezzecchi's gone down on the deck? No, we've gone green. I just want, That's the second accident that I thought that could have killed Pecco Bagnaia in his career. The first came last year in Catalonia when he fell off in front of the entire field, and 2 riders, one ran over his chest, one ran over his leg.
Geez, Spain and him just don't mix.
No, it doesn't, does it? Catalonia as well. Yeah. Barcelona, and then here.
Is he just ticking off all of the Spanish races?
Is, yeah. Bagnaia is up and walking away in his own steam. That man is made of rubber. Elasticated rubber.
He doesn't even seem injured.
No.
He had a bike go over him. And a human.
So now, the gap in the championship for is Martin's 23 points. Now, with sprint races, that's fine. But with only 7 to go... Oh, dear. That's the worst thing for Bagnaia to have done. When the gap is that close, it yings and yangs in sprint races and Grand Prix. To crash...
I somehow knew Bagnaia wasn't going to make it through this race.
Hey, and Bagnaia, in my opinion, has always been the lucky champion. There's been no one there to challenge him. Martin fails every time. I don't think he's world championship quality. Bagnaia sometimes does great racing, sometimes doesn't. You get no consistency.
Maybe now with Mark back in the picture.
SHC says, who's at fault, do you think? I will put the blame on Bagnaia.
Why he was so close going that far down.
Yeah.
I do not know.
Let's take another look at it. So he's turning in. They're going to say that, why did Alex come back? That's a misleading camera angle.
He had nowhere else to go. It was Bagnaia who went round the outside.
And then just cut the gap off mid-corner.
Whoever's on the outside, on the mid-corner, if the crash is going into it, it's always the outside person's fault because the person who is on the inside of the corner has nowhere else to go.
Yeah, the bike steps up.
Yeah.
They're going to investigate it after the race.
Also, due to the closeness of how Bagnaia was leaning and giving absolutely no space to Alex Marquez, it meant that he could not actually lean on his bike correctly, meaning that he massively infringed him.
Yeah. Now, there's nothing that Alex could have done there in my book. That is Bagnaia. We'll wait to see. But let's remember, of course, that Freddie Spencer is in charge of the stewards, and he's as bad as reliable as a chocolate teapot. So in his book,
Alex will get the penalty.
It'd probably be Alex getting the penalty. Yeah, there's no consistency in the stewards. That's
he'll
why
he'll see that camera angle and think, "Oh, it's Alex."
Yeah, that's why he's leaving at the end of the year, and he's being replaced by Simon Crafar.
So, Bagnaia, what was going through his head just then? What was going through
Alex
it?
Marquez's bike. Right over it. I think Martin Brundle's done sort of Oasis joke on the grid. They've called him Martin Gallagher. Let's take let's see a replay here. 9.8 in focus for Martin. That's because the gap between the medical centre for Pecco Bagnaia now.
See, that was just
Alex is walking in. He's limping a bit on his leg, look.
Well, that's because the bike actually went onto his legs.
Yeah. 2 laps to go then here in Motorland Aragon for what has turned out to be a very dramatic championship race. Rins passes Nakagami.
I know that Bagnaia literally had a bike go over him, but I do believe that Alex may have had a bit more contact with the bike than what Bagnaia did, because as soon as the bike went over Bagnaia's head, it was done. He didn't have any more contact, but with Alex, he did. And his airbag did not deploy.
No, Alex's didn't. Bagnaia's did, though.
Yeah, because of the contact with that wheel, he was safe from it. But
he was on top
Alex
of the bike
didn't have
more
it.
often, so he didn't have time for it to deploy. Yeah.
He got smashed by 2 bikes.
Yeah, and Alex didn't have time for the airbag to deploy because he wasn't off the bike. He was riding Bagnaia's. So it was never the cord never got pulled.
So Alex took more of the beating then.
Just the head that worried me as well, watching that. It was a very nasty accident. That could have very easily been the end of Pecco Bagnaia there. The way that rear tyre gripped on Bagnaia's helmet and it spun him round like a milk top. It was like whoosh.
Lucky it went off pretty quickly.
Yeah. That could have very easily snapped his neck. I wouldn't be surprised if Bagnaia's got a bit of whiplash.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Seems to be fine though.
He's up and walking, but that's the adrenaline. Same, he'll probably have some.
In about an hour or 2,
yeah,
he'll start to feel it.
Yeah, a bit of delayed concussion maybe coming through. And I'll be very surprised if that puts Bagnaia out of the next weekend in San Marino. That's going to be massive.
Maybe out of the championship.
Yeah, because Martin will just run away with it in both of them. Speaking of running away with it, Marc Marquez is going to start the last lap here at Motorland Aragon. There has been nobody better than him this weekend. Fastest in free practice 1, topped practice, fastest free practice 2, topped qualifying, won the sprint race, didn't go out because he didn't want to risk the bike or himself in the wet warm-up. He did 1 lap, I know what I'm doing, I'll go and win the race. He's taken it.
5 seconds.
5 seconds. This will be a big weekend for Mark because this is going to boost his self-confidence, Mega Noed, from not winning for years to finally coming to a track where there's no historic data for the main team to use. It's a level playing field, and he has shown them all. I'm still here, and I'm going to be a force to be reckoned with next year.
Just like, don't forget I exist and I am on this grid. It's like whenever Lewis Hamilton wins in F1. It's like, gotta remember, championship.
Yeah,
He's had many.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. It's a similar situation. Hamilton didn't win since 21, neither has Marc Marquez, the 2 gladiators of modern day formulas as well. Not winning in recent years, both of them having their legitimacy questioned as well. Hamilton's passed it.
Until this year.
Hamilton then wins the British Grand Prix and then wins in Belgium.
Timeline's the same.
It is exactly the same as well, yeah. Marc Marquez, many people said, oh, he should retire. with all the injuries he's got. He said in his own book and documentary, I hate the thought of not racing. It makes me cry. I want to be out there. I want to be racing. He fought back after operation after operation. He said, I will come back at full fitness. He came back and Honda didn't listen to him. They built the bike completely wrong. He said, I'm off. I'll go somewhere where they want me. Ducati opened their doors with open arms. He accepted them. And now, for the first time, it is Marc Marquez, a Grand Prix winner. It's 2 hands aloft. The Gladiator is back, and Marc Marquez wins his 60th Grand Prix in MotoGP. 1,043 days later, since Emilia Romagna in 2021, it's numero uno for the Spaniard who wins at home. Fantastic!
That was amazing. And Ed Rins just passes Jack Miller for 9th position further downfield. Oh, I feel like Mark's looking back to see where Alex is.
Alex isn't there. He'll know he's out of the race, as they told him on the pit board as well. He'll pick up the Spanish flag. He won the sprint race yesterday. He wins the Grand Prix today. It is maximum, and it is a grand slam for Marc Marquez. A statement is made here in Aragon, and in 2024, he is on a 23 bike, and he's done that. Imagine what he's going to do next year on the factory team.
He is going to be hopefully unstoppable next year.
Quickly run through the order then. It's Marc Marquez. Tyre pressure riders for Raul Fernandez, Jack Miller and Fabio Di Giannantonio are going to be investigated after the race, so it could be a penalty coming for them. Marc Marquez wins from Martin second, Pedro Costas third, from Binder, Bastianini, Morbidelli, Di Giannantonio, Bezzecchi, Rins and Miller the top 10. Megan, closing thoughts?
I thought that was very exciting, and I'm very happy for Marc Marquez.
Marc Marquez wins the Aragon Grand Prix. The Maestro is back, and it's an all-Spanish 1, 2, 3 here in Aragon. MotoGP returns in a week's time. We'll see you then. Thanks for your company. Bye for now.